Hello, wonderful people. What's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. It's approaching towards 5:30 in the morning. Woke up a while ago, had my tea and breakfast and all that. So I decided to finish this series of Penhaligons. I had received previously a generous amount of samples from all the way from UK from my dear brother Ahnauf Tahmid, who is a fellow fraghead and a fragrance reviewer. I always somehow forget to mention that because he started his channel with a lot of love and passion. He likes talking about fragrance. I'll leave his link below. So he is a dear friend of mine. We talk a lot, and he is actually staying over in UK, I think for study purpose and stuff like that. And he does love his perfume. So what happened was, I think a couple of months back, he sent me this beautiful sample set. It's called actually Scent Library of Penhaligons. I have reviewed 7 already out of 10. This contains 10 samples, very precious samples. These are very expensive perfumes. You cannot blind buy these. Only way you can test it are these samples, and he bought this from Penhaligons, London, and he sent me these 10 2 ml samples. Okay, and here are all the precious perfumes. I reviewed already 7. You can just search by Penhaligons space Joy Amin. You can see my rest of the other reviews. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave all the link below this video. You can check them out if you want to see any of these perfumes. Okay, so thank you so much Tahmid Bhai for this beautiful set, and today I'm about to finish. I'm going to put all remaining three in this one video. So what I did was, these are not they did not come in a sprayer mode. There's like a dab sample or stick in there. So what I did was I put one here, one down there, and one here. So I'm gonna, I think, describe to you what I got so far from these. These mostly, all 3 are women's perfume. Perhaps one is kind of like male. Okay, so first fragrance we're gonna go with, I think it's called Luna. Here you go, Luna. Okay, so Luna is a very where is Luna? Okay, here you go. They have this nice booklet also. They have all the perfumes, 10 fragrances. They have show the bottle. This is what Luna looks like, the bottle wise. And I believe, sorry, wait, I have to be a little bit, yeah, there you go, Luna. So Luna bottle looks just typical Penhaligon's bottle with that beautiful crystal ball up top with the cap. Nice looking bottle. Presentation, I believe, is very beautiful with their box and all that. But the price tags are very hefty, and most Penhaligons will disappoint you in the performance category compared to the price. Many fragrances just do not last. They smell nice but do not last. Doesn't justify the price point. But that's not everything you should look in a perfume. You should also see if it actually appeals to you, if the fragrance actually is nice. So the first one, Luna, here, I'm not going to read the description. I have it in my hand. This is the perfume. This gets compared, I believe, to one perfume from Chanel for women. I think that is Coco Mademoiselle. That my mom has. They have different concentration for that, EDT, EDP. I think there's a Pure Parfum or something like that. And they also have a lot of clones of that. So one really good clone would be Ahnauf Club de Nuit Women, not the Intense, Club de Nuit Women. That is the see-through bottle, the pink juice with the golden tag and the golden cap. So that one was pretty good, citrusy version of Coco Mademoiselle. So this one right here, people compare it to that, but I think this one has some similarity as well as some differences also. Once I smell it, it's like when I smell it up at first, it's very similar to that Coco Mademoiselle, like yeah, but it has a lot more. Let me put a little bit more on. Let me tell you, I'm going to take my time putting a little bit on with the stick inside, because if you pour it, it might go all over the hand. So yeah, it's quite enough. Yeah, you can definitely see the initially how close it is to Coco Mademoiselle. Coco Mademoiselle is a lot more pungent with the rose. This has the rose, but I believe this has some fruity aspect like citrusy elements, and it's a little bit more transparent, rosy scent with a lot more happening in the dry down. So what you get, you're gonna really love the opening of this. It's really, really lovely, built to love. This is very high class, posh, kind of elegant kind of opening. I really like that. It's smooth, no alcohol blast. So this one definitely Luna. The name is very pretty. And if you do like young rose kind of perfume, you can definitely try it. I think some of the other things would be like maybe juniper or something like that. I'm not sure what they used in this. Bergamot oil, lemon, yeah, they got that right. Jasmine, juniper, yeah, juniper. Maybe there is ambergris or something, I don't know. So basically, yeah, like zesty kind of juniper versus plus the rose, that thing is going on. Very nice fresh perfume for summer and spring. Can men wear it? Definitely. If you like female perfumes, if you like rosy perfumes, but not too much rose, with a lot of mix of citrus, light-hearted kind of, I think the longevity on this is gonna be kind of like average side. And I believe this is the EDT version. I don't know if they have a EDP. So this fragrance I recommend to ladies who are classy, young, maybe 20 to 30. This class would really love this perfume. Very lazy elegance kind of a perfume. But the price tag, I'm not sure. I think these are always around 200 something dollars, and that price tag is very hefty. But definitely try it out. I give Luna 9 out of 10 just for the smell, not judging for the longevity. Okay, very nice perfume. I like the opening a lot. The dry down is okay, not bad, but the fragrance is pretty, I would say, classy, stays classy. Second one we're going to talk about is called Empressa. I think it's called Empressa. Okay, this fragrance I have on my hand. Let me find out the bottle picture so I can show you a little bit. That's the best I can do. And always remember, like, full-on bottle experience is always different than samples, so these findings can be inaccurate or could be not conclusive, but just initial impression sort of. So this is Empressa, and the name Empressa doesn't like sound to me like a very what you call unique, because you know, they have a lot of other Empressa sort of like Acqua di Essenza, Impresa, Acqua di Parma has some fragrances. So this is the bottle, which has a black bow tie, and I believe this Empresa is for women, okay, or I think mostly for women and men, like not men and women, women and men. So this is the perfume. So Empresa is basically it's let me put a little bit more on, because the opening is something and the dry down is something else. Okay, so let me try, actually, yeah, let me try this. Let me try doing that. Okay, it's running down in the hand like that. Okay, so this fragrance opening is really lovely. I really love the opening of Empressa. Yep, absolutely, absolutely beautiful opening. I mean, the fragrance is so beautiful. I smell, I don't know what I'm smelling. I smell a lot of things in different times. You know, opening, I get kind of like a citrusy cocktail, like a, you know, boozy drink sort of, but it's kind of like those fun cocktails, you know, like Juniper Sling was a very nice one. But this one, I really like it. It's sweet. It's kind of like a fruity. I don't know what fruit is in it. Maybe again juniper berries. I don't know. Maybe. Let me see if they mention anything. They have bergamot. Oh, okay. They have blood orange. Okay, yeah, that's the fruity part of it. Yeah, definitely. You can see some fruity aspect coming through, and I believe they have some sort of like kumquat, is it kumquat or something? Kumquat, or there's one more. I'm trying to remember. Something in the orange family, you know. It's like, let me see, bergamot, mandarin, orange, okay, mandarin, but amber, patchouli, and precious woods. Okay, but I'm getting something like, yeah, mandarin orange is there, but there's this little fruit that looks like orange, but it's not quite orange, you know. I cannot remember at this point. It's very nice. That fruit is really popping up. You know, it's very fruity, summery, kind of a bright kind of fragrance, and the dry down goes a little bit. It feels like more winter perfume. So it has its two sides of it. So the opening of this Penhaligons, the Empressa, is very beautiful. It almost goes like summery, but then it goes dry down. It goes a little bit more, let's say, a summer, between summer and winter, that sort of a time. Okay, so I really like the Empressa. The smell is really nice, but I think it's going to be liked by more women than men. It's very classy perfume. It's very beautiful, sweet, fruity, light, but I am not sure the dry down it's gonna be like very long lasting. It was very tame after 20 minutes on my skin. So performance is a little bit problem with this, it appears. Okay, not sure if it's EDT or EDP. What concentration is this? This is EDP, but doesn't really have quite EDP sort of a push on my skin. So this fragrance, I'm giving it for the smell. This is like an 8 out of 10. I like the previous one a little bit better than this. It's really still good, but you should definitely try anything. It's just always suggesting, give it a try, do not blind buy. All right, so last and the very last one, end of this journey, is fragrance that I really like. This is, I don't know how to say this, Elisabethan Rose. I think that's the name. You can see this little rose sort of like a, I don't know, seal or something in the middle of the bottle. Same looking bottles. This perfume, I kind of have like another fragrance in this set that has that Duchess Rose, you know, the coveted Duchess Rose, which is this pink juice. Okay, so that one was based on rose. This is also based on rose. I have it in my this hand. why this is more favorable to me is because the first of all, the performance is a little bit, like the push of this fragrance is a little bit more than the other two, or rather most of their other fragrances, because I told you Penhaligon's very, very transparent, watery kind of perfumes, many of them. But the ones they use the rose, I think this has Damascus rose, or not sure what rose I'm smelling, but it has a beautiful rose note. The opening is really bold, you know, though when it opens, I think they have notes like they do not mention the notes here. Okay, basically they put the history and everything, but what I get from this is, let me try putting it on my skin once, then I can tell you about the top note. I think, yeah, Elisabethan rose. Okay, I put quite good amount there. Okay, so this fragrance I believe is for women, most probably for women, because the rose and the Elisabethan rose, when they make it together, it sounds like, yeah, it's gonna be a posh female perfume. Wow, this has really dark rose sort of combo. It's kind of like a fruity aspect. I think there's some sort of berries playing, like mulberry. I don't know what berry I'm smelling. Something like a blueberry, something of that texture that has sweetness, darkness, and kind of like like a dark fruity tinge to the orange, not the orange, to the rose. Okay, very nice, kind of like a mature rose kind of smell. Okay, and there are definitely other elements in this, not just the rose. Okay, there are some other elements, like maybe something green. There is something like parallelly, there's some other things going on, but I just not cannot pick up at this moment what it is, but definitely a dark rosy kind of a smell. So I think this is going to be really good for cold weathers. It smells like it's going to smell really nice. Imagine like a fort and or a castle, and then it's like one of those winter time, or it's very foggy, and imagine very dark gothic sort of image. Okay, like something tragic happened, and it's like a movie. It's like a British film that shot, like it's like not in America. This is more like a UK. This is UK brand, and I can see where they getting their inspiration from. So imagine this castle, and there's like a dark night, and it's cloudy, it's foggy, it's like maybe it's a little bit moist. The soil is a little bit moist, and it's not from this current era. It smells. It's kind of like vintage. I like the smell of it. It's nice, but I think you can only wear this. You should preserve this for special days. Okay, so Elisabethan Rose. It's a very regal sort of a royal perfume. The push from this, as I told you, is a little bit better than the other two. So the performance is not bad on this one. So the rose note used in this is pretty good. But the opening, it changes. The dry down goes a little bit more easier. The opening feels like very heavy. So if you like rose, definitely give it a try. I mean, I liked it a lot. I mean, the coveted Duchess rose, that one was really, really lovely. This I'll give 9 out of 10. Okay, so this is the last review of this set. Thanks so much for watching, and be patient with the channel. I am trying to review whatever I can at this moment with limited resources, and thanks to Tahmid Bhai for sending me this wonderful package. I will keep using them and trying them and see what else I can get from it. And that's about it. So Penhaligons, thankfully it's now I finished the reviews. I can breathe easier. Everybody have a nice day, wonderful day ahead, and try out new fragrance every day. Try it, go to the mall, discover something new on your own. It's always exciting. Take care, and still have a nice weekend, I think. See you. Bye bye.